Hello guys, welcome for another video. Today we're gonna see the HAG World Battles. The HAG World Battles are organized by HAG TV. Don't hesitate to go and watch them because, yeah, they're organizing very cool stuff on AoE4. And today we're gonna see 4 countries. Well, on this game we're gonna see only 2, but on the whole event we're gonna see 4 players, 4 countries that will face. And yeah, we will see which country will win this tournament. So today we're gonna see Corvinus that is playing the Ottoman in the color purple, and we're gonna see Elyona, who plays the Chinese in the color orange. So Elyona, who is a French player, and Corvinus, who is an Hungarian player. Sorry, I'm not sure about the pronunciation of the countries yet because I'm not used to it. I hope this is well pronounced. Okay. So we are in the first match. So we have 2 first match in order to see exactly where the players are. And next to this match, we're gonna face the 2 losers. So we also have a match, Valdemar versus Meomaika. And yeah, the 2 losers of the 2 games, so this is 2BO3, are gonna face on another match next to that, and the 2 winners are gonna also face each other, and we're gonna see what's next after on this event. But today, the first match, let's go. I'm really looking forward to see exactly what is going on this game, because the Ottoman feels like, I don't know, pretty behind versus the Chinese, but I don't feel like this is a 100% loss for the Ottoman. Like, they can do some stuff. They have a pretty good late game. Indeed, the Chinese also have a pretty good late game, and I feel like the Chinese also have a very good beginning of the game, and the Ottomans not. So yeah, it feels like a tough matchup, but not an impossible one. So I'm looking forward to see exactly what Corvinus does to win this game. We are actually on Dry Arabia. I was making sure it was the right map, and we're gonna see the twin minaret madrasa that will give 4 berry bushes that gathers very fast, and we're gonna see also an imperial academy for Elyona that will allow him to have more imperial officials. What you are gonna see exactly on this game, I don't really know. I'm not even sure. I feel like the Chinese can go on the late game and can also attack the Ottoman at the beginning of the game. The Chinese can also take all the deers and attack his opponent, or maybe play 2 TC. I feel like that's why the Chinese is a very strong civilization on this matchup, because you can do anything you want and it will be fine, it will be good. But for the Ottoman, I feel like if you play on H2, it's kinda not cool. It's not very strong. You have to go on the late game, I feel like, with the Ottoman if you want to have a chance. So I'm guessing that the Ottoman will go for the late game because, well, the beginning you have to do all the military schools. It costs a lot of resources and it makes a lot of time to pay back. So this is kind of difficult for the beginning of the game. But after you're on the H3 or maybe even the H4, your military school are producing a lot, and this is very strong in order to have a good economy, and this is a passive economy, so it doesn't cost you any population, and so you can have a bigger army, and this is very cool. Yeah, I think that the Ottoman cannot deal with the aggression of the Chinese, and I'm looking forward to see if Elyona will go with this aggression at the beginning of the game. We're gonna see the first imperial official and the second one that is in queue right now. Collect the taxes, supervising buildings, and yeah, also the economy of the Chinese is better at the beginning of the game, and I don't know, in the late game they have a better economy, sure, but the Chinese don't have the military school or stuff like this that produces like without taking any population. You see what I mean? Like, this is passive, so this is very cool because it doesn't cost any population. So yeah, I feel like if you're playing fast, it's better. We're gonna see a professional scout, and this is exactly what I expect from the Chinese here, because we want to see some cool advantage at the beginning of the game. The Ottoman cannot really deal with the pro scout of an opponent because they don't have a lot of mobility on the map, especially if they are doing their military school. As I said before, this is very expensive, and this is very expensive. It takes a lot of time to pay back, because for example, an archer, I think like it's like 1 minute to do an archer, and an archer is like 80 resources. So you have 3 minutes to have three archers approximately. So 3 archers is approximately the cost of the cost of a military school. So approximately 3 minutes in order to pay back this military school. And yeah, it takes a lot of time, and so Elyona has the time to take all the deers on his side. Maybe not on the side of his opponent, I'm not sure. Yeah, it will be difficult, I think, because also the deers are very close to the base of Corvinus, so yeah, it feels like very tough. So as I said before, the winner of this BO3 will go face the winner of the other BO3 that we're gonna see right after that. That is Valdemar versus Meomaika. Really looking forward to see exactly what those players are gonna do also. I feel like this is so cool to have an event like this with the countries that are facing each other, like the France, the Vietnam, the Hungary, and also the Denmark are facing today. And yeah, the 2 winners are gonna face on the second match, and the 2 losers are gonna face on another match. The loser of the loser match is definitely eliminated and will be the 4th player of this event. The winner of the loser match will go face the loser of the winner match. And the winner of the winner match is definitely the 1st player of this tournament. And so the last game, you understand that the last BO3 will determine the 2nd and the 3rd player of this event. And so this is the 2nd edition of the HAG World Battles. And yeah, the first and the 2nd of the 2nd edition will be on the 3rd one that we're gonna do with HAG. I say we because I'm part of this organization. This is very, very cool. We're gonna do a lot of different events. I'm gonna show you right after. If you're on Twitch and if you're on YouTube, don't hesitate to go and watch us yeah, on Discord, for example, and to see exactly what are all the events that we're gonna do on AoE 4, because there are gonna be a lot. Okay, so we have a lot of army from Corvinus, and he wants to play on H2. This is kind of surprising, I feel like, because the Chinese are very, very strong to play on H2, and I feel like the Ottomans are not. But I have to say a but. This but is the Sipahis. The Sipahis is a very good unit. This is very, very, very strong. It is a light cavalry, but that deals so much damage, that has a lot of HP, that has also this ability that gains attack speed for 10 seconds, but they take 50% more damage from melee weapons. So this is basically very, very strong against siege, and also distance units like archers and crossbows, etc. So yeah, this is a very cool unit, but it's more expensive, of course. But yeah, this is very, very strong. And also what is very strong with this unit is the range. It is not a ranged unit. This is a melee unit, but with more range than other units. You can see here a spearman attacks at 0.29 times range, but the Sipahis has 0.75. This is a lot, and this means that you can have your spearmen in front, and your Sipahis can attack from a distance behind those spearmen. And what's really, really strong about that is that they can avoid to be attacked from enemy spearmen, for example, thanks to that. Okay, we have a charge here from Corvinus, Elyona, that kills all the spearmen specifically with his archers. Very well done. And you can see here those spearmen are having trouble to attack the Sipahis, because, well, the Sipahis have a long range attack. Okay, Barbican. And I feel like this is not a good fight now for Corvinus. Very good one before, because he managed to kill a lot of units from Elyona, but right now it's not a good one anymore, because, Well, the defense is up, and the Barbican is very, very strong building, of course. Now from Elyona, we have the Song Dynasty that allows us to have a lot of villagers. This is 33%. I'm not even sure, but I think this is that. 33% of construction of those villagers, thanks to the Song Dynasty. Very, very strong. And yeah, the plan of Elyona here is to have more economy than his opponent, defend, and go on the late game. And Corvinus wants to attack his opponent. What he's doing, a battering ram. This is very surprising. You don't really want to attack his Barbican, I feel like. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Corvinus would show me, no, you have to attack the Chinese. I feel like Elyona is feeling a little bit too safe. Like, he's not producing any army, and he doesn't have enough army to defend the attack of Corvinus. Like, you can see here on the army count, this is very, very different, and Corvinus is almost like 2 times on more military units, and yeah, this is kind of difficult. And Elyona wants to go h3, but this is very, very greedy, I think. We will see. I'm looking forward to see exactly what happens, but it feels like good for Corvinus right now, because Elyona wants to go on h3. Elyona that maybe will try to steal some deers from his opponent. It will be very nice if he succeed, but 2 spearmen are here to defend. Very, very well done from Corvinus. They are here with the patrol. Very, very nice. You kind of want to do that if you want to improve a little bit on AoE 4. If you know your opponent is pro scouting, maybe you can put 2 spearmen here in order to protect your deers. And the attack is coming right now. Elyona, what can he do against this aggression? I feel like he can do nothing. And especially versus those Sipahis, there are a lot of Sipahis. What can he do about that? And the Barbican will go down. Oh, the Sipahi are going to do a lot of damage versus those archers. This is... okay, very good defense from Elyona. Yeah, but it deals too much damage. Like, yeah, this is too greedy to go on h3 like this. Especially because he has a lot of wood. And I feel like Elyona didn't really respect the aggression of the Ottoman. He kind of went on Song Dynasty plus h3 without producing as much units as his opponents. And yeah, this is very difficult right now from Elyona. How can he defend that? He will try to do some lancers in order to protect his base, but there are 2 spearmen here. Focus those spearmen specifically to have those lancers that deals more damage, and a lot of idle time and a lot of kills on villagers, and also the Barbican that went down the village also. This is very difficult. Is it over for Elyona? I feel like no, because he has some heavy units right now, but he lost so many villagers. Yeah, he lost too many villagers. I think it's over because of those kills. And specifically because Corvinus right now is going on h3, right? He dealt so many damage to Elyona's economy. But he manages to defend. I'm real surprised also about that. But with 25 kills of economy, this is a lot. Yeah, really difficult for Elyona right now. I'm wishing him the best because, well, you know, I'm a French content creator. I do some stuff in English because I like to share the most on AoE 4, the most as I can. But I'm still French in my heart, of course, and I want Elyona to win, of course. I'm not impartial here. I'm a little bit biased, of course. Let's go, Elyona. You can do this. We have a monastery here in order to take relics, but yeah. The Song Dynasty is always up. Even if you lose your Barbican, you're still on the Song Dynasty. So he still produces more villagers than his opponent. But the problem is that the Ottoman also have their military school. And also, if he ages up with the Mehmed Imperial Armory, he will also have like siege for free. So this means a lot of units. Thank you for the tip. I didn't know exactly who sent me this. I'm gonna watch it. Thank you so much for the support. This is very, very cool. And yeah, right now we also have something that is very interesting, because the Ottoman produces more units. Well, not more units, but they have military unit production rate increased when they go on the age up. So this is plus 20% on H2 and plus 30% on H3, plus 40 on H4. When they have the blacksmith, of course. You can see here the blacksmith gives this area where the buildings are boosted. And this is very strong, especially with those military school. And so if you age up, then all your military school produces faster, and then you have more free units. You see what I mean? So this is very, very interesting to have that. In order to have a better economy, this is a better economy. Even if it's passive, even if it's not like villagers gathering resources, it's a better economy because it is free units. You see what I mean? So yeah, this is very, very strong with the Ottomans to go fast on the age ups in order to have better army production. Okay, I'm gonna watch who tipped. Thank you so much. This is Yogurt. Thank you so much, Yogurt, for the support. This is very, very sweet. And he says also nice accent. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I'm sorry if this is not perfect. I can also lack some vocabulary sometimes because, well, I said it before. I'm a French content creator, so I'm not perfect on English, but I try to improve and to share the most as I can on this amazing game. I love AoE 4 as much as you do, I think, or even more. Okay, let's see exactly what those Sipahis can do. This is a very great unit. This is a very, very great unit. It was not ironic. I can see you're making efforts. Yeah, I know. Thank you so much. Thank you. I was not taking it like ironically. This is very sweet. Thank you. I'm trying my best, and this is cool to notice it. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have more deers, but the economy, the economy is very tough for Elyona right now. We can see here that he is behind in economy, and also that the Ottoman has all his military school again. So not only is he is behind in economy, but also in all the resources that are gathered, but also on the military production because of those buildings. So yeah, and also what is kind of interesting to know is right now this will be the farm transition, and the farm transition is going to be very difficult for both of the players, I feel like, but it will be cool for Corvinus because he has more army, and also the farm transition doesn't affect his military school again. So yeah, Elyona, who has now 2 relics, and the third one is picked up. We have another monk here in order to take another one. Maybe we can defend here. I don't know. Okay. We will try to defend. But this seems very, very difficult for Elyona, especially with those Janissaries that are very good units. We have the Zuganu, that is a very good unit, but they are not veteran. So this is not cool. But it feels like Elyona is able to defend. This is quite impressive because he didn't have that much units to defend. So wow, this is very, very nice from him. Yeah, he manages to defend. And in the economy, yeah, Feels like pretty much the same right now. Because of those imperial officials. But we have the transition, the farm transition that is happening right now. Okay, yeah. The army of Corvinus is able to make it right now because of those 2 lancers that came into the fight. Elyona, who is spending all his resources in order to defend this. Yeah. We can see like little fights with only 2 or 3 units. This is quite rare on AoE4, to be honest. Like, we are used to see like big fights with a lot of units, and right now the 2 players have so few economy that they have trouble to produce units. But yeah, Corvinus is coming with a lot of units right now. We are pulling the villagers in order to destroy the battering ram. And what is the plan of Elyona right now? I feel like he's gonna try to farm transition as much as he can, and also with all the relics, maybe he thinks he can like take the Ottoman army, but I'm not sure, because as well, if he manages to have as much villagers as his opponent, maybe, but it feels like kind of difficult because he lost a lot of villagers. And yeah, the plan of Corvinus, of course, is just to destroy Elyona right now. He's trying his best to capitalize on the fact that he destroyed a lot of villagers to his opponent. He took a very good timing on his opponent in order to deal damage to him. And yeah, it feels like Elyona is doing his best to defend his town center. He has a lot of villagers in queue. Maybe if he deletes some in this queue, he can produce a little bit more army, and it could help him defending. Corvinus battering, ramming with all his units right now. Oh, this is a lot of battering rams. How can you defend this right now, Elyona? This seems like very difficult. He has a lot of gold. He spent all of it. He's not making any siege units. A lot of knights and stuff. Like, it's kind of difficult to do knights versus the Ottomans, but it feels like Elyona don't have another choice. Because the Janissaries are very strong versus the cavalry. You can see here, plus 12 versus cavalry. This is a lot. This means like the Janissaries are doing 28 damage per shot. And the attack speed is quite good also on this unit. So, yeah. This is kind of difficult. But it feels like Elyona don't have other choice to defend. Trying to defend the crossbows that can destroy the lancers, and the Janissaries here are making a lot of damage to the units, the villagers. Yeah, I feel like this is over for Elyona right now because of the villagers' number. Corvinus destroyed too many villagers. This is too complicated here. I can show the 0 points sub-winter, of course. You can see here the first one was the imams that helped Corvinus attacking Elyona. We also have, of course, the military campus in order to have more military schools. And yeah, this also is a very good one because you have 25% production speed on your military production and military schools, and also you have Janissaries and Lancers, and this is very strong in order to have a better economy also on Ottomans. So yeah, the first game is over, guys. This was very cool to see it, and I'm really surprised. I thought that the Ottoman couldn't really attack those Chinese. And maybe Elyona was also surprised by the attack of Corvinus, and that's why he lost this game, because, yeah, maybe he was a little bit too greedy on this. Maybe he went a little bit too fast on the H3 and could have more defended on H2, but, I mean, this is a difficult call. And yeah, this is kind of difficult to know. And we can see here exactly all the economical stuff. And to be honest, like Elyona lost a lot of villagers, but still it's kind of the same economy, approximately, not exactly, but this is quite interesting also to see this. But the military school is not counted in this, so yeah, the military school are very, very strong. Okay, this is the first game, guys, and this is a BO3, so the first one that has 2 victories wins this match. Elyona versus Corvinus. Corvinus 1, Elyona 0. See you in the next game. Bye.